Hello and welcome to my video, lesson 1.1, patterns from tables. So first thing to look for whenever you see a table of values is the change or the pattern in the input and the pattern in the output. So what I mean by that is if you look here, the output changes by how much? Plus 2, and the input changes by plus 3. And we always think about going down our column to see if it's adding or subtracting, if it's plus or minus. Okay, so we see plus 2 and we see a plus 3 on the left. So these are the changes for the input and for the output. If we see a change on the output, we always multiply. If we see a change on the input, we always divide. Okay, so this is what you start with every single time. With that information, now you can make those input-output machines with dividing and multiplying, and then you can see if you need to add or subtract afterwards. I'll show you what I mean here. So we know we have to divide by 3 and multiply by 2 because of our two changes. Okay, there might be something else we have to do, plus or minus something, but we'll see in a second once we try an input and an output. So let's try the first one. So 3 divided by 3 times by 2. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times by 2 equals 2. And that's not the output of 4, so we need to add another 2 to equal 4. So that means we have another operation of plus 2. So these are three operators, or three machines that we use for this one to get from our input to our output. Okay, so same steps on the next table. Look for the change on the input, look for the change on the output. So here the change was 5 on the output. Here the change is 2 on the input. Just like before, if it's on the input side, maybe I'll use a different color for you. If it's on the input side, then you should divide. If it's on the output side, you should multiply. Now we try it out with an actual input. So 2 divided by 2 times by 5. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, times by 5 equals 5, which is definitely not the output. So what do we need to do still? Well, we need another operation, plus or minus. Well, we need to get to 3, so we need to minus 2 to get to 3. So our three operations are divided by 2, times by 5, and minus 2. And here's our last table that we'll look at. The change here is 6. The change on the left is 2. And so we'll try these out. So if it's on the left, it's dividing by that number, dividing by 2. And if it's on the output side, it's multiplying by that number. Then we try them out and see what we're left over with. So let's just try these numbers out. So 3 divided by 2. Oh well, we can't do that, but let's try something else out in a second. Times by 6, and then perhaps something else that we'll find. So we can't divide 3 by 2, okay? But you know what we can try is switching the order of those two. So let's rewrite this out. 3 times by 6, and then divide by 2, and see if that works. Okay. Plus or minus something. So 3 times by 6 is 18. Divided by 2 is 9, and 9 does not equal 3, so we have to plus or minus. What do you think? To get to 3, we have to minus 6. So minus 6 equals 3. So that means our three equations are divided by 2, times by 6, and minus 6. Those are our three equations. Hopefully this helps you understand patterns from tables. Good luck.